They resent and are jealous of all of the attention and the shoe deal that she got.
Over Times Square, take a look. This Nike billboard honors the all-time NCAA Division I scoring leader. It features the caption, "This was never a long shot."
So, Caitlin just got her first signature shoe from Kobe, and if you're a fan of it, hit that subscribe button. Let's check out what Caitlin's kicks look like and hear her thoughts.
It's pretty cool. It's got I feel like it's Fever, but it's also Iowa, so you get the best of both worlds. I have another one that you'll probably see me wear later on that is even more Fever, so just wait for that one. But yeah, you got the yellow. They look a little similar to the Bruce Lees that I wear, but like still different. I like the gold swoosh. It's the black and yellow. You can't go wrong. It's just the best color. Honestly, I didn't design these ones. I just said, yes, I love them. Please give them to me. So they do their job. They do it really well, so they're pretty cool.
His signature shoe amid his rookie season. When can we expect yours to come?
I don't make those decisions, so you have to wait and see.
They've got this awesome vibe that blends both Fever and Iowa styles, giving you the best of both worlds. When Caitlin mentions there's another design coming, I think they released this one first because Paige Bueckers is dropping her shoes on September 12th.
If and when Kayla gets her own shoe, can we expect you to wear it?
For sure, anything for C-Squared. She better give me all the colors I want, though.
Has she given you any hints as to what it might be like? Anything?
No, not at all. But I'm sure that when it comes out, she's gonna make sure that we kind of get an experience of it. That's just the kind of person she is. So I can expect once she establishes what she wants to do and how it goes, we'll be one of the first people to see it. I hope.
Thank you.
Of course.
The yellow color is nice, and they do have a slight resemblance to the Bruce Lee shoes I wear, but fair enough. You know, they don't look as much like the Bruce Lee shoes as I initially thought. The Bruce Lee ones are definitely nicer, but I'm a fan of these too.
Yeah, obviously, Nike's been a tremendous partner and was a partner of mine through college, and deciding what I wanted to do professionally. That's just the brand that I always wore as a kid. So being able to be with them is a dream, and something I don't take lightly. And I'm not giving any teasers, though. I don't do that. So wait and see. I don't know. And who knows? Maybe it'll come. Maybe it won't come. I don't know. Who knows?
I usually stick to gray shoes, but I'd make an effort to get these if they were available, especially for Fever, so keep an eye out for that. Caitlin pointed out the differences too. I really like the gold swoosh against the black and yellow. You can't go wrong with that combo. Honestly, I didn't design them. I just said, yes, I love them. Please let me have them.
Caitlin Clark continues to set the bar when it comes to her impact on female athletics. She's got one of the hottest selling jerseys in sports, y'all, according to Fanatics, led by the one and only Michael Rubin. Clark's Indiana Fever jersey is apparently sold out in all sizes. It was rumored that she actually outsold Dallas Cowboy jerseys, although that hasn't been entirely confirmed, of course, because that would be a feat. But in addition to the jersey sales, Clark now has an 8-year, $28 million deal with Nike that will include her own signature shoe. The deal is the richest sponsorship contract for a women's basketball player. She deserves it!
They look great and do their job well. For me, the real excitement isn't just about these shoes. It's Caitlin hinting that there's another pair coming that's even more tied to Fever. I have a strong feeling we might see one of her signature Kobe's hit the market soon. Remember, Vanessa Bryant has shown her support for Caitlin. She even wrote her a note during the All-Star game about the Kobe's. If anyone deserves to have their own Kobe signature shoe, it's definitely Caitlin. Plus, Nike would jump at the chance to make that happen.
And I do agree with the sentiment. It's really the confluence of a lot of positive things coming together on the business side, on the basketball side, and it's the rise of women's sport. It's Caitlin and others, Angel Reese, that big rivalry coming out of last year's national championship. So this generational talent, they have big followings on social media, increased media attention with ESPN and ABC, and our asset values are going up. And, we raised that capital about a year and a half ago.
Honestly, I think Nike should take whatever the GT Cut 4 is and rebrand it as the Caitlin 1S, maybe drop the price by $20 and they'd fly off the shelves. If they can get those Caitlin 1S out by Christmas, they'd be a massive hit. Probably the best-selling shoe since Nike basketball was really on fire a few years back.
You gotta also expect everywhere that Caitlin Clark goes, she is going to get a little bit extra from the other team. And it is because how much we've put her sort of on this pedestal, right? So you know you're going to get a little extra. You're going to get a little extra from the other team, clamping down.
Sure, some recent releases have been decent, like the Sabrinas, but you can't convince me those aren't just rehashed Kobe 5S.
You women out there, Y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girls. I expect men to be petty because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Oh, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes. Listen, what she's accomplished, give her flowers. Stop being petty, all you women out there. She got y'all ass charters. She bringing all y'all this money to the table, but y'all being petty like dudes.
If you've seen the Sabrina 2.0S, there's no denying they look like Kobe 5S with a different material. It's wild. Caitlin is all about the Kobe's, and looking back, Nike might wish they could have given her the Sabrina line instead. Those shoes she's holding now look just like the one she could have had. No way. Someone just pointed this out, and I can't believe it. Those Sabrina 2S are definitely not the same shoe, but hey, it's awesome that she's got her own player exclusive, and I'm pretty sure we'll see at least one more version of her Kobe's.
Kinsey, can you believe the hostility this girl is facing for the crime of getting people interested in the WNBA? You'd think the players in particular would be grateful.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kennedy Carter just proved that she's as trashy as her mama spelled her name. And to dramatically recreate Charles Barkley's rant, y'all petty. He said, you women out there, y'all petty, man. He said, these girls are hating on Caitlin Clark. They should be thanking her for getting them on private charters, all the money and visibility she's bringing to the WNBA, what she's accomplished. He said, give her flowers and stop being petty. And he even thanked her for bringing all of this new money and shine to the WNBA, something that you and I would never be talking about typically.
I think Nike might be playing it smart, trying to cash in on Caitlin Clark before her official signature shoe drops. If I were in their shoes, I'd be getting that Caitlin Clark logo designed right now and rolling out merch as soon as possible.
Well, let me clarify first, because it's proxy season, right? No CEO do you just put the base pay in there. You put their bonus, you put their stock options, you put everything. Caitlin has the ability to make up to $500,000 just in WNBA wages this year. So, of course, they're just looking at a base which is collectively bargained. And actually, it's low because she's the #1 pick. She'll make a little more than that. But she also has millions and millions of dollars of endorsements. She's actually, because she declared to become pro, her endorsements are higher in dollar value. She has a global platform now, not just a U.S. platform. So she's going to do just fine, as will the top players in the league, as every league does.
If you're Nike, you're in a tough spot, but people will definitely buy anything with Caitlin Clark's name on it.
You might remember this scene from Monday's Elite 8 postgame in Albany. We had it live here on CBS 2 and Fox 28. That girl getting her shoes signed by Caitlin, and that's the appropriate reaction. Not just Micaiah McCann, 15-year-old from the Albany, New York area, got to go to both Iowa games out there.
On Saturday, I was like, there's no way I get her autograph. She's such a big deal. There's going to be people lined up down there. Like, it's insane. But on Monday, I was like determined. I was saying before the game, I'm going to get this autograph. It's going to happen. And everybody's like, I hope you do. I got down there and I was wearing Nike Blazers, so they're really hard to take off. I was like, I need Caitlin to sign my shoe. So I quickly took the laces out, pulled it down, just held it there for 40 minutes.
Just look at the hype around those Wilson basketballs. I'm really excited to see what other styles they come up with. What do you all think? Do you think we'll actually see these shoes hit the market? Is there any chance that anyone besides Caitlin will have a Kobe shoe that's not related to her? I can totally see it happening. I bet there are going to be tons of people eager to grab Caitlin's shoes. I wouldn't be surprised if Nike struck a deal with Vanessa Bryant and Caitlin saying, hey, we're going to mass produce your first PE like they do with the Christmas Jordan 11S, and we'll release it as a Kobe 5 Protro. Caitlin, you'll get your cut, and so will Vanessa. Even if they make less profit per shoe, they'll still rake it in because signature shoes always sell like crazy.
Who are you here to see tonight?
Caitlin Clark!
Whoa, you came from Canada to see...
Saskatchewan, Canada.
That's a long walk.
We drove 23 hours.
Whoa, hold on a second. To see, I'm going to guess. Let me guess.
Caitlin Clark.
They're definitely going to cash in big time because Caitlin's out there practicing in a player exclusive and it's getting a ton of buzz, like 4,000 likes on a Fever post. That's impressive. The Caitlin 1S, her collab with Nike, and the Kobe 5S are exciting. And while I thought she'd have her own Nike by now, it might still be a bit early in her career for that. Just today, Caitlin was spotted rocking a Kobe hoodie, looking like she just rolled out of bed to grab some groceries. I even saw someone comment about how every brand should be trying to partner with her based on what's in her grocery cart. She's probably the most marketable athlete out there right now. Seriously, there's no other athlete whose name on a product wouldn't sell out instantly. This feels a lot like the hype around Steph Curry back in 2015.
Do I need to call you the female version of Steph Curry, or do I need to call Steph Curry the male version of Caitlin Clark? I mean, which one is it? Which one is it?
I think I'll just be the female version of Steph Curry.
I mean, you hear people talking about you and throwing out those comparisons. Speak about how that makes you feel, about how you've just taken the world by storm because of your shooting prowess.
Yeah, I really feel like I'm still kind of in a dream.
Back then, anything with Steph's name on it would disappear off the shelves in no time. Caitlin's currently riding that same wave of excitement, and it looks like Nike is ready to make the most of it. If they don't, they're going to miss out on a huge opportunity, especially since they're already struggling financially. Let's be real, if they don't jump on this, they'll be losing even more money. Caitlin Clark is making waves in the WNBA like never before, and her influence is a big part of a groundbreaking $3 billion deal. Her explosive start to the season and her title as the top scorer in college basketball have not only captured fans' hearts, but also boosted the league's visibility. The term Caitlin Clark effect describes how her incredible performances have put the WNBA in the spotlight, making her a key player in this huge deal. She's breaking records and becoming a household name, and if you haven't heard of her yet, you're missing out on one of the most thrilling players out there. This moment is a huge step forward for women's sports, showing how one player's talent and charisma can elevate an entire league, attracting new fans, sponsors, and financial opportunities. Caitlin's impact goes beyond the court. She's shaping the future of the WNBA and leaving a lasting impression on the sport. From the moment Caitlin stepped onto a WNBA court, she's been a game changer, shattering records and electrifying crowds with her scoring ability and vision. Her presence isn't just about stats, it's the thrill and anticipation she brings every time she has the ball. Fans are glued to their seats, eager to see if she'll sink a deep three-pointer, pull off an amazing pass, or drive to the basket for a critical layup. For anyone questioning Caitlin Clark's place among basketball legends like Candace Parker, Diana Taurasi, and Breanna Stewart, the numbers tell a different story. She's not just following their lead, she's creating her own legacy. Let's dive into what people are calling the Caitlin Clark effect. Caitlin first burst onto the national scene during her junior year at Iowa, especially during the 2023 NCAA tournament. She shattered records for points and three-pointers, leading her team to a second-place finish. Her standout performances captured the public's imagination, turning her into a household name. The championship game that featured her drew a staggering 9.9 million viewers, attracting even casual fans with her impressive shooting skills. During her senior year, the Caitlin Clark effect was undeniable, leading to record-breaking viewership and packed arenas. After being drafted by the Indiana Fever, her influence only grew, bringing fresh fans to the WNBA and elevating the league's profile. The Wall Street Journal even labeled her the GOAT of TV ratings, highlighting her unprecedented impact on viewership. But it's not just about the numbers on TV. Attendance at games has surged as well. Crowds are filling arenas, and it's not just the hardcore basketball fans showing up. Families and young girls are flocking to see Caitlin's incredible talent firsthand. The notion that women's basketball lacks an audience is now a thing of the past. Caitlin Clark's rookie salary is surprisingly low at around $77,000 a year, especially when you consider her significant impact on women's basketball. Experts believe her mere presence could help the WNBA rake in an extra $50 million annually from media rights. Clearly, Caitlin is more than just a player. She's a transformative force for the league. So what's the deal with the WNBA's new $3 billion contract? It's an 11-year agreement valued at $2.2 billion, which could reach $3 billion if more rights packages are sold. This new deal is expected to be 6 times more lucrative than the previous one, marking a huge advancement for women's basketball. Multiple networks, including ESPN, NBC, and Amazon, are now broadcasting WNBA games, which means fans can enjoy more games and better coverage of their favorite athletes. For the players, this agreement means a significant bump in pay. Caitlin's current salary of $70,000 is likely to see a big increase, with maximum contracts potentially soaring to $500,000. The league's salary cap is also anticipated to double, providing teams with more funds to create competitive squads and keep their star players. Caitlyn's influence goes beyond just the financials. She's reshaping how people view women's basketball, drawing in new fans who are eager to watch not just her, but the entire roster of talented players. This increased visibility is vital for the WNBA as it attracts more respect, sponsors, and inspires young girls who see their idols on screen. Caitlin Clark is definitely shaking things up in the basketball world, and she's earned every bit of praise coming her way. What do you think about the impact she's having?